What is going on, guys? Good morning. We are back once again to do another review. Today we're going to be reviewing the Elseworlds crossover with Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl. Now, if you guys have not seen the crossover, go ahead and click off the video if you guys want to go ahead and watch it before I go into spoiler territory, before I go into reviewing it, as well as my thoughts on the crossover as well. Now, first off, let me say, if you guys did not see it, it started on Flash, then Arrow, then Supergirl. Now, of course, there are parts that I'm going to go into. There are parts I'm not going to go into because it's pretty much self-explanatory. But in the beginning, Oliver and Barry, they switch bodies due to a professor named Deegan. And in in Gotham, does get a book that is able to rewrite history by the Monitor. And the Monitor, for some odd reason or other, he wants to show who the most are heroes powerful enough to be able to withstand this reality. And he did this on another Earth, which was, of course, the 90s version of the Flash. That was Jay West. So that he was Barry Allen on this Earth, and he goes into this reality to rewrite everything, where Barry's the Arrow and Oliver's the Flash, and they soon realize that that's not who they are. They're like, okay, what's going on? And they need to fix it, and they have to convince everybody they are who they say they are, and they're not who everyone thinks that they are. So they kind of go into this big issue of, like, they got to use both. Oliver's got used to being the Flash, as well as vice versa for Barry, and they have to go to Kara's Earth, and they meet Clark and Lois as well, and they help them with an issue back on their Earth where a cyborg android gets loose and is able to copycat powers. So between all of them, they're able to take down this threat as well. And they find out that they have to go to Gotham in the very next episode. And it's cool to see Superman, Supergirl, Arrow, as well as Flash. They work together, just, in the way that you would not think, due to, of course, Barry being the version of the Arrow in this whatever timeline that was created. So we do get to see that, and then we also go into Gotham, where they're like, okay, is Batman a myth, and all this other kind of stuff. And technically, they do come to find out that Bruce Wayne has not been in Gotham for 3 years. It's just been overrun by crooks in the entire city, as well as everyone knows that Oliver is Green Arrow in Gotham. And they do get arrested, and Kate Kane, aka Ruby Rose, this is her first appearance as Batwoman within the Arrowverse, and she gets them freed from jail, as well as pretty much in a matter kind of tells them who she is, but she already figures out who they are as well, because again, she's able to figure out that Kara's Supergirl, of course Oliver is Green Arrow, and Barry's the Flash. So it doesn't really take a whole lot of thinking to figure out who they are and the reason why they're there. She says that she's Bruce Wayne's cousin, and Batman has not been in the state for 3 years. Bruce left as well. She's trying to reconstruct the Wayne Tower, and that's the reason why she's there. So not a whole lot of Batwoman, other than, we got to see her suit up, and we also got to see her fight a little bit. And at the very end, she does come back again, but out of my opinion, there was not enough Batwoman in this to really review. There wasn't a lot to really review. There was not enough action with the Batwoman character anyway at this very moment in time. And also, we got to see Barry and Oliver fight in the Arkham Asylum as just fighting. We also got to see Nora Freeze. That was Stephen Amell's wife that played the part, so that was really cool seeing someone different in the fold as well. I enjoyed that. And we also got to see Reverse Flash show up. We got to see Malcolm Merlyn show up in a hallucination form, and they kind of go in both these episodes of going that Barry needs to kind of have a little more darkness in him, and Oliver needs to have more light. And I like that because they both kind of need that to kind of balance it out. And I thought that was really cool that they were kind of showing that you could still be who you are. You just kind of need to balance it out. And that's exactly what Iris told Barry not to become like Oliver, that she needs him to be like him. But at the same time, I'm going, well, he needs to be a little more darker anyway, because everything that he's gone through and ways he is, same thing with Oliver, that he's darker and he can be light at the same time. They just need to balance it out. So we got to see that as well. And then the very third time, when the characters are finally able to get the book back from the Monitor, as well as Deegan. Deegan rewrites history once again in the timeline, where he's a version of Superman, and everybody's bad. He has everybody under his thumb. Cars in the prison that's in Star Labs, and also Barry and Oliver are now thieves and murderers, and so they have to go back to Kara's Earth to get Superman, to get Lois, to get the help they need, and they start fighting everyone once again. So again, guys, it was a great crossover. In the very end, it does get revealed that Superman is wanting to now leave due to Lois being pregnant, and they do get up getting engaged. And so he basically tells Kara he's going to go back to where she found a version of their home planet, and so that way they could raise the baby and possibly be there for maybe the first year or two. So, and he leaves that Earth in Kara's hands. We also got to have a big spoiler that in the other Earth, where the Barry in the 90s is from, we got to know that John Diggle is Green Lantern in that one as well, because he does state when he shows up, he says, "Good to see you, John." He says, "I guess you're not wearing your ring on this Earth, it's different." So we got to see that as well, which was really cool. Batwoman we got to see as well. That was awesome, but again, not too much, and she does get to say at the very end, where she calls Oliver while he's in the bar with Barry, and he says, "Okay, I thought you were done with us." She says, "No." And she basically explains to him that she's being overheard, that Deegan met a friend in Arkham, that they are going to try to do something. So we do get to see another crossover next year, which is going to be called Infinite Earths. So don't know exactly what's going to happen, but obviously they're going to be doing another crossover with Batwoman as well, of course. Now, there was issues with this crossover, I will fully say. There was, the first two episodes was entertaining. I didn't really care for the body swapping that much. I think that was kind of pointless, because we've already kind of seen that as well. And also with the just rewriting the timeline, we've seen that as well. So it really just got kind of like, okay, we've seen this, can we move on already? And it's really like cliche. We always see this all the time in almost every single show, or every single kind of movie, or some reason or other. And I'm wondering, okay, when is it going to end? Are we going to see something that's not the same thing we always see? But that was alright, and at the same time, not a Batwoman. The very last the crossover is kind of just dragged out a little bit, in my opinion. And we did not really get to see Superman that much either. A little bit more than what I expected, but not enough for to go, okay, this was really cool. Also, the same thing with Batwoman. So, honestly, there is potential for a Batwoman series, which we are getting. There is potential for a Superman series if they're going to go that route. There was a lot of confirmed theories by fans that they did state that was true. There are some that has not been stated to be true as of yet. So there was a lot of homages to the other show. Like there was a time when they were on Kara's Earth, and Clark and Kara working on the truck, and you got to hear the song "Save Me" from the opening of Smallville, so I was an homage to that as well. So there was a lot of things that they did pay homage to, from the classics to the shows before Arrow came on, and there were things that they still did. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Did you guys enjoy the crossover? Did you think it was boring? Do you think it was your favorite crossover? Me personally, this was not my favorite crossover. I still think that they could do better crossovers. This one was just not my favorite. I enjoyed it, but it was just not my favorite. So let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. What was your favorite crossover? Did you guys enjoy the crossover? If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Links down below as normal. Hope you guys are enjoying your day, and I'll be seeing you once again on the next video.